And now stand on your feet for the next Borough President Brad Hoylman-Sigal as he joins me. Come on, Brad. Woo! You sang beautiful. Yay! Brad and his children and his husband, and she's wearing the brownie uniform. I used to be a brownie, but some people say you're still a brownie, Tish. It's all right. And our Constitution. And your Constitution. We need that. Okay. Thank you. Mr. Borough President, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. You can place your hand, there you go. She doesn't. There we go. Repeat after me. I, Brad Hoylman-Sigal,
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Charter of the City of New York,
and the Charter of the City of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of the Borough President of the Borough of Manhattan
the Borough President of the Borough of Manhattan
in the City of New York.
in the City of New York.
And I will do everything that Tish James says. No.
I will.
No. According to the best of my abilities.
According to the best of my ability.
Congratulations!
It is official. The manual has been handed over. The charter is in his hands. Ladies and gentlemen, your Manhattan Borough President, Brad Hoylman-Sigal.
Thank you. Good evening, Manhattan. Oh my, Jelani, Remy, wow. I think we have a new borough anthem. It is such an honor to be here. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for the privilege of serving this borough we all call home. I have my beautiful family here, David, my husband, who joins a distinguished list of first gentlemen of Manhattan, right, Borough President Brewer? My daughters, Sylvia and Lucy, who I am currently embarrassing, Carisha and Bob, my extended family, my in-laws, Ellen and Jerry Siegel. For anyone out there, always listen to your mother-in-law. And my father-in-law should also always listen to my mother-in-law. In fact, everyone should listen to my mother-in-law. Tish James, listen to my mother-in-law. And my cousins and other family members, welcome. I'm just so thrilled to be here. Thank you to my team for weeks and weeks of preparation and putting this event together. And I specifically want to shout out our Deputy Borough President, who was sworn in with me, Misha Smith. And our Chief of Staff, who puts up with a lot, Jonah Rose, and our entire team. And yes, they should all listen to my mother-in-law. To our host, Lincoln Center. There couldn't be a better nonprofit partner in the arts and in our community. Thank you, Marico Silver, for inviting us to this extraordinary place. What a treat. Am I right about that? And everything is going on behind the stage, but it is the men and women of Local 1 who are so skilled in making this event possible. So thank you. And our incredible performers, the chorus, the brownies. It's just an extraordinary evening for me. And it's really, really appreciated that you came out today, especially on a rescheduled date. I mean, I've been speaking to my girlfriends, Siri and Alexa, all week, just to ensure that nothing gets in our way. And you may have seen that outside, there's a gingerbread Chrysler building in the lobby. Check it out. Thank you to the Museum of the City of New York for loaning it to us. I heard that Hansel and Gretel are looking for a rent-stabilized one-bedroom, so believe it or not, though, folks, one of my first major responsibilities as borough president is to designate an official Welcome to Manhattan sign at all 13 road entrances to the island. I don't have to tell you that this is an awesome responsibility. So after some days and nights of agonizing over the slogan that welcomes the world to Manhattan. I mean, think Fanny Brice, where Barbra Streisand plays a Lower East Side, the daughter of a Lower East Side immigrant with a dream. And this is what we came up with. Hello, gorgeous. Hello, gorgeous. So Council Speaker Menon, we may not have a sign or a symbol, but we'll have that welcome sign. And we have stickers on the way out, so you can grab one of your own as you leave tonight. You know, Manhattan Borough President, it's a grand title, president, president after all. And as a state senator, I was used to passing bills in Albany. But this new job isn't as clearly defined. But fundamentally, one of the greatest powers and responsibilities, and I know that our controller and our former borough president, both Virginia Fields and Gail Brewer know, is to convene, to organize Manhattanites around the big issues facing the borough. And I'm sure, everyone here agrees that right now there is no more urgent issue than protecting our civil rights. I am so proud. I am so proud of Manhattanites for standing up and speaking out about the unconstitutional campaign being waged against immigrants here in our borough and across the country. And we saw what happened just a couple of weeks ago at Columbia. ICE illegally entered a Columbia housing complex by faking a missing persons flyer to arrest an immigrant student. But New Yorkers and Manhattanites are standing up. And the government, our city government, has to do more, everything we can. That's why I'm announcing today that we are opening an immigrant welcome center at our Harlem office. Now, we have this great storefront office thanks to the innovation of former Borough President Gail Brewer. It's accessible to the public and I hope serves as a resource for undocumented New Yorkers seeking support. And I hope that it will send a powerful message that here in Manhattan, immigrants are welcome. And I gotta thank my colleague, Queens Borough President Donovan Richards, for this amazing idea. And I want to thank my other fellow borough presidents, Bronx, Brooklyn, hell, I'll even throw in Staten Island, for their continued partnership. Now, Bayard Rustin, who used to live on the west side of Manhattan, great civil rights leader, architect of the March on Washington, he once said, we need in every community a group of angelic troublemakers. Do we have some troublemakers here with us today? I thought so. Well, last month, it was in the same spirit of angelic troublemakers that hundreds and hundreds of members of the LGBT community and allies and our colleagues here descended upon Stonewall to reclaim our pride flag and re-raise it after Donald Trump shamefully directed that it be removed from the very national monument that recognizes the birthplace of the LGBTQ worldwide human rights movement. I am proud to stand here before you as the first openly LGBTQ borough president in the history of the city of New York. And when we re-raised the pride flag, people across the country and the world saw and heard us. And I hope, and I know my colleagues agree, that young LGBTQ kids out there who may be struggling with their identity or who may be bullied or teased online or at school took comfort from the assurance that no matter what Trump and the federal administration says, they are valued, they are loved, and they are not alone. And New York City stands with them. We love them. But sadly, there's a lot of hate and violence in our country right now. And I want to be crystal clear, there is no place in this borough for anti-Black, anti-Semitic, anti-Islam hatred or any form of bigotry. And I'm so proud to have a partner in our district attorney, Alvin Bragg, to address hate crimes, as we've done in Albany with my colleagues, expanding the number of offenses eligible for hate crime prosecution by 24, as well as working with the DA to fight the scourge of illegal ghost guns, thank you, Linda Rosenthal, including the untraceable ghost guns. And when we're talking about civil rights and human rights, we have to remember, housing is a human right. It's in our state constitution. It's in our state constitution. One of my office's foremost responsibilities is the land use review process. And, you know, we all know that we need to create and preserve affordable housing, and fast. You heard it from the controller. The average rent in Manhattan is well over $5,000 a month, and it's gone up 11% in the last year. You know, just a few days ago, I was on the streets of Manhattan in the early morning hours with 1,400 other New Yorkers participating in the annual Hope Count to assess the number of homeless people in our city. The numbers are staggering, but we know the solution. We just have to build more housing. Am I right about that? It's a growing political problem too. New York is slated to lose up to 2 congressional seats to red states, in part because of our lagging housing production. Well, I'm committed to working with the new city administration to provide the housing that our borough needs. Let's lean into the recent Midtown South rezoning passed by my former colleagues here. Thank you, Senator Botcher. And let's lower the cost of construction by reforming our outdated building code. I'm proud to announce the launch of a study to see where the low-hanging fruit is in our building code. Some of our current building code regulations date back to 1878. Yeah, that guy, Rutherford B. Hayes, was in the White House. But we can't build our way out of a crisis without also protecting what we already have, right? Manhattanites are being pushed out as rents soar and buildings deteriorate. That's why I am creating the Manhattan Tenants Union, where we will have a full-time tenant organizer to link up tenant organizations across the borough and help Manhattanites understand their rights under protections passed in Albany and City Hall to prevent unconscionable rent increases. Many tenants in different parts of the borough don't even know they have the same landlord. Many tenants don't even know that their rights are protected. We'll work to change that with the Manhattan Tenants Union. This fight for housing, though, isn't just about young people moving to Manhattan. It's about the young at heart, too. Manhattan is a wonderful place to retire. And our tenants union will specifically focus on older New Yorkers and help them age in place in their own apartments. Now, part of this effort has to be at the grassroots level. And this is where our local community boards really count. Thank you. I could not agree more. Community boards are our local town halls. They're the first rung on the ladder, which is our democracy. But if we want our local democracy to thrive, our community boards must reflect the diversity of our neighborhoods across Manhattan. Now, the community board process is underway right now, and I'm proud to announce that we are working with independent civic groups like Citizens Union, the League of Women Voters, and others to help ensure that this selection process is fair and credible. I said earlier that the greatest power of the office is to convene, but it's also to hold our city to account. Now, the city charter charges the borough president with monitoring the quality and distribution of city services. You know, there's an old expression, you can't manage what you don't measure. Well, in that spirit, I'm announcing a collaboration with Beta NYC, the civic tech nonprofit, to issue neighborhood report cards on the provision of city services in all 12 of our community districts. If you have complaints about e-bikes riding the wrong way on a street or scaffolding that's been up, for a few decades too long, this is how you might be able to take action. For the first time, Manhattanites will be able to see how their neighborhood fares against other Manhattan neighborhoods in areas like trash pickup, homeless outreach, snow removal, street safety, and yes, even dog poop. Yeah. Okay. That was not supposed to be there, and I'm sure it will come back to haunt me. Our quality of life agenda also extends to protecting small businesses and ending the scourge of empty storefronts in Manhattan. What's the cause? I mean, it's a vexing issue. There are so many factors, but there's one startling inequity in parts of our borough that stands out. There's a tax on small businesses called the commercial rent tax, or the CRT. It's 3.9% of a small business's rent and costs up to $40,000 a year for some small businesses. Now guess what? This small business tax is applied only to Manhattan and specifically only south of 96th Street down to Reed Street. So we're working with the Manhattan Chamber of Commerce and the Independent Budget Office on how we might reform the commercial rent tax to help small businesses it hits hardest. Small street retail, restaurants. And speaking of restaurants, I want to tell you about a new initiative that I'm particularly excited about. Every week, more than 1,500 New Yorkers report to the state courthouses in Assemblymember Lee's district. And almost all of them, to fulfill their civic duty, walk past some of the most incredible food and unique retail shops in their city on the way to serve on a jury or to get their jury service postponed. To fix this, I'm launching a partnership with our state court system and local small business stakeholders to help jurors find the best restaurants in Chinatown and Little Italy when they have that 1-hour lunch break. Now we're calling it Justice is Served. And we think it could make a real difference in these neighborhoods, which still haven't fully recovered from the pandemic. Now, these initiatives aren't obviously the only way to boost Manhattan's economy and general sense of well-being. Manhattan is the borough that anchors New York City's cultural economy, including Lincoln Center. And the creative sector, as you heard Mariko say, generates hundreds of billions of dollars for our city, employs 275,000 New Yorkers, 247,000 of them here in Manhattan, across a whole range of industries. Beyond the economic benefits, we know arts, culture, and self-expression are what we turn to during these dark times. And all of these groups are under threat from Trump. Funding, their nonprofit status, and their freedom of expression. So we've decided to commit the entirety, 100% of our capital budget, your tax dollars, this year to arts and culture. And on top of that, we're going to make your tax dollars stretch even further. For every dollar the Manhattan Borough President contributes to an arts organization, we're going to secure a pledge from the organization to match all or part of our grant and agree to certain standards of affordability and accessibility to the public, such as free entrance days. Now, we're calling it the Manhattan Multiplier for Arts and Culture. And the idea, here's the idea. We want to convert our $38 million in capital to $50 million or $75 or $100 million in support for the arts. From private foundations, individuals, corporations, and other government actors. And finally, as we look forward, we also want to honor our borough's past. Our new borough historian is here with us today. Please stand, Harold Holzer. Harold's a Lincoln scholar and the author of 55 books on probably our greatest president. And my guess is Harold's written more books than many people have read, but he's going to be a really important asset to our office as we look to celebrate Lincoln in Manhattan. And during this Women's History Month, I'm excited to announce 2 new fellowships in honor of 2 trailblazing borough presidents. The first is the C. Virginia Fields Fellowship in Public Health. I'm thrilled that we've been joined by Manhattan Borough President Emerita C. Virginia Fields. Thank you for your contribution to this effort and your lifelong commitment to public service and public health. The second fellowship is the Ruth Messenger Fellowship in Social Justice. We know Ruth Messenger is a borough-wide, city-wide legend and a role model for all of us in public service. Ruth could not be with us today because she's out volunteering somewhere. One more thing, in the words of Steve Jobs. More interest in Manhattan's history is always welcome. So we're launching our inaugural Borough Book Club next month. Our first selection is an award-winning book called The Island at the Center of the World by Russell Shorto. It's a history of the early Dutch colony in Manhattan of New Netherland. Now here's the fun part today. We're giving 100 lucky winners a free copy of The Island at the Center of the World. So take a moment and look in your tote bags that you got. If it's heavier than your neighbor's, congratulations, you won a free copy. Yes, raise your book if you've won a copy. All right. That's wonderful. If you didn't win, Attorney General, you can check one out for free at the New York Public Library or go to your local bookstore. Just don't go to Amazon. In conclusion, I just, again, want to thank everyone here for joining us. You know, I used to say when I was the state senator for the West Side that I represented the neighborhood from the historic Stonewall Inn on Christopher Street, birthplace of the contemporary LGBTQ human rights movement, all the way up to West 103rd. You remember, right? From the gay bars to Zay bars. Maybe the last time you ever hear me say that. But now, it's truly an honor to stand before you, representing the entirety of our magnificent borough. From the Battery to Inwood, from Lower East Side to the Upper East Side, from Marlboro Hill to Murray Hill, and Harlem to the Heights. I mean, aren't we fortunate to live in this incredible city, in this magnificent borough? I'm going to close with these words from the musical Hamilton. History is happening in Manhattan, and we just happen to live in the greatest city in the world. Have a great evening.